Alright, what's going on again, YouTube? This is another episode, for the Need to Be Free channel. Why? Because people need to be free, especially people in the ICGJC. Free of what, you say? Free of excessive funds. Excessive funds. Hey, see, look, the ones that's breaking the order watching the video right now, looking at me like, that's why he left. He's worried about the money. Yes, I'm worried about the money. I'm tired of being broke like you. Yes, majority of the church, majority of members in the IC or citizens in the ICGJC are broke. Why? Because they think they're giving their money to God. I won't get into the tithes issue too much because I want to save that for another video. I know that Rand probably did a video on that before. I think I remember watching something like that. Those was one of the videos that helped me get my head together, helped me get my mind together about leaving. So shout out to the Ram, Brother Alliance Media. You brothers are doing a good job. Welcome back, Marksman. Been waiting for that. KOC been holding it down. So shout out to the Ram. Your videos are the ones who help me get my head together. Hearing those words from you brothers, making absolute sense, making just putting forth logic. And the funny thing, I actually watched the Antichrist video the other day, Antichrist unit videos the other day, and one of the brothers actually let that word come out of his mouth. He's like, it's just logic, it's logic. No, the ICGJC does not deal with logic. Why? Because logic is not calling a mandatory payment an offering. No one in their right mind will want a mandatory payment to be called an offering. That's like me being a landlord, charging somebody rent that they have to pay me every month, and telling them, look, you gotta offer me $750 every month. You gotta offer me that as an offering, because that's me implying to that person that, hey, it's just an offering. You can pay it or you don't have to pay it. If you want to be nice, you can pay it. Because I really need the money. Help me out. No. What the ICGJC does, what they call mandatory offerings. What they call mandatory payments, they call them offerings. Why? So that the people can stay deceived, so they won't see, hey, look, we're taking your money, we're taking your money. And they specifically said that. I've heard them say that. I've heard the funds department talk about that. The brothers that deal with the funds said, no, we can't call it a payment. We can't call it a payment. We gotta call it an offering. Why you gotta call it an offering? Is an offering mandatory? Offering isn't mandatory. It's an offering. I have the choice whether I want to give it or not. Not in the ICGJC. Throughout the year, they have different picnics. They have high holy days. They have picnics. Right? One of the biggest things that they collect from the members is the 20% tithes. 10% for your regular tithes that the Bible actually talks about, and the other 10% that just popped out of nowhere. But I'll cover that in another video and show you all the scriptures that they use. They also have other payments for the picnics. Family Day picnics, which they're probably in one right now. Family Day picnics. It's usually $60 per adult and $25 per child. You have to be at the picnic. If you're a citizen, a member, a ranking member, you have to be at the picnic. You have to pay $60. And they refer to it as an offering. But you have to pay it. You gotta pay it. Because if you don't pay it, on the date that they specify for you to pay it, you will be getting a phone call from the Treasury Department. Brother, why you ain't pay your funds? You gotta pay the picnic. Put $1, at least put $1 down, this and that. And they will harass you. You will be harassed for the $60 that you don't even have. Now you're going to the family that you probably done stopped talking to. Now you need them for something. You need them for that $60, so them brothers will stop calling you. And they put you down and tell you, well, you're not doing right by God. You're not doing right by God. You're not supporting your nation. How you gonna support a nation you can't support yourself? You can't even pay your rent. Some of you should be ashamed of your damn selves because you sat there and you let somebody like a chief priest get in your ear, or you let one of the brothers in the church get in your ear to tell you, oh, you can't pay this, but I bet your rent is paid. Damn right my rent is paid. Some of y'all should be ashamed of yourselves. Because you let your rent go. You let the food for your children go. You let the money to pay the bills in your house go. Now your rent is late. Ain't no food in the house. And the lights is off. Because you wanted to go. You let somebody get in your head to give your last money to go to a picnic. To go to a fucking picnic. Are you serious? Now you worried about why your child is in the bed crying because they hungry. Or your children are hungry. Because you wanted to let them, you wanted to go to a picnic and enjoy a picnic for a few hours. And enjoy some whack ass performances for a few hours. Now you about to get kicked out. Your lights is out and your kids is hungry. And ain't nobody gonna help you. You can't go to no other brothers in the church because they ain't got no damn money. Because they broke just like you. Now think about that one. How stupid and idiotic is that? That's simple. Now that's really simple. You know, the brothers in the church always talking about simple. Especially Yeshua. He always talking about somebody simple. Simple this. And then try to pull a scripture to justify calling a brother simple every 5 minutes. Putting brothers down, trying to justify his manners. You can't justify that. You wrong, man. You wrong. But they call it an offering. But it's mandatory. But it's an offering. They call it priest funds. Priest funds. And you gotta pay it. It's just like paying tithes. If you're in the academy, if you just came into the academy, you gotta pay your priest funds. $25 a week. Ranking members, $31 a week. And even at one point, I even heard that they had to pay $50 for about a month straight. Per week. It's $200 out of your pocket for the month. They try to use scriptures like, let's see here. I'll read it for y'all real quick. Deuteronomy chapter 23 verse 21. It says, when thou shalt vow a vow unto the Lord thy God, thou shalt not slack to pay it, for the Lord thy God will surely require it of thee, and it would be sin in thee. But if thou shalt forbear to vow, it shall be no sin in thee. So if you vow a vow to the Lord, well, actually, let me keep reading. It says, that which is gone out of thy lips shalt keep and perform, even a free will offering, according as thou hast vowed unto the Lord thy God, which thou hast promised with thy mouth. So it's saying whenever you vow a vow to the Lord, you have to keep that vow. If you don't keep that vow, then you're sinning unto the Lord. Even if it's a free will offering. Even if you pray to God and you say, Lord, I'm going to offer $20 on Friday out of my own free will, outside of my tithes, what you require. I'm going to offer it on Friday. I'm going to bring that $20. And you don't bring it, that's between you and the Lord now. You don't bring it, that's sin unto you. That's what the Bible is saying. Now, they use that scripture to tell people in the church that basically you have to pay the $60 for that high holy day or that picnic. Now, they didn't vow a vow. They are forced to vow a vow. Why? Because they're being harassed through the phone and saying, hey, you got to come up with that money. You got to come up with that money. Now that person is saying, okay, I'll get it on Friday. Now you just vowed a vow, now you have to pay it. But there's a loophole. If you don't say anything, you don't have to pay it. But they make you say something. And the bad thing about it, if a sister, if she pays her $60 for like a high holy day or something, even if they're not going to be there, you have to pay. So if a sister, you pay her $60 for a high holy day, you come up unclean, you can't go, right? But you don't get your money back. You do not get your money back. And you still have to pay. If you didn't pay and the high holy day passes, you still have to pay. And you will get a phone call about it. Oh, sister, where's your $60? Oh, it's like I was unclean. So, where's the $60? Yeah, ICGJC, they be shaking people down, man. You know, I mean, so the point is, you know, it's not a vow. I didn't vow anything. You made me vow. So it's not a vow, you know. It's just an offering. Like you said. I gotta wake the hell up.